Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I am Taylor. Today I'm going to be sharing another What's for Dinner. If you didn't know, I share these every Sunday to hopefully give you guys some meal ideas and motivation to cook more for your family. As always, any recipes that I mention will be linked down below. Now let's go ahead and get into this week's What's for Dinner. It is Friday and tonight for dinner we are having tacos. It's actually earlier than I usually cook dinner. It's like 5:20 and dinner is done. Usually I start cooking dinner at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, so it's early for us, but that is because Andy is on his way home and I have to do a Walmart grocery pickup at between 6 and 7, so I wanted to go ahead and get dinner done beforehand. Me and the kids eat. Andy can eat whenever he wants. Sometimes he doesn't even want the dinner like at the same time as us. It depends on like what time he took his lunch while he was at work, so sometimes he doesn't end up eating with us anyway. But I went ahead and made me and the kids' plates. We're about to eat. So we've got ground beef tacos. I have cheese and lettuce and tomato on mine. Lily just has cheese and tomato, and Elijah just has cheese and lettuce. And then we have black beans, which I seasoned with taco seasoning. And then instead of our usual like red Mexican rice, I made a box of the Aldi yellow rice Spanish style. It's this one. It's really good. I think it's like $1, like 89 cents or something. It's really good, pretty quick and easy to make. So just to make things a little bit simpler, I made that. But that is going to be our dinner for Friday. For Saturday, I'm making a one-pot chicken Alfredo. For this, you'll need 1 pound of chicken breast that's cut up, 1 box of your choice of noodles. I used fettuccine, some salt, pepper, 4 cups of chicken broth, or like me, 4 cups of water with 4 teaspoons of Knorr chicken bouillon, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, some minced garlic, and about 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese. Fresh would be best, but I say use what you have. To start off, I'm cooking my chicken in a little oil over medium-high heat with some salt and pepper. Once the chicken is cooked through, I'm going to add in 2 to 4 teaspoons of minced garlic, depending on how much garlic you like. Then I added in the 4 cups of broth, the noodles, and the heavy cream. Because I'm using long noodles, I broke them in half to make it easier to stir. I stirred that frequently and brought it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, I'm going to cover and turn to low and simmer for 15 to 20 minutes until the noodles are cooked through. Continue to stir it often. When the noodles are done, it's time to add the cheese. I only had about 1 cup of the shredded kind, so I used the grated kind as well. I added some more salt and pepper to taste, and you guys, this was so good and so easy. I love one-pot meals. Here is our chicken fettuccine Alfredo. I'll plate it up. To go with it, I made some broccoli. I roasted it in the oven on 425 for 23 minutes with some olive oil, a little bit of Tony's Creole seasoning, and some Body Complete. So those are the kids' plates, and then these are mine and Andy's. And that is going to be dinner for Saturday. It is Sunday, and tonight's dinner is a quick and easy one. It's also one that's pretty much made with like pantry staples. So we've got tuna patties, and I have a whole recipe video on this, but it's like 4 cans of tuna, some flour, some Old Bay seasoning, 2 eggs, and some Worcestershire sauce. I will leave my video linked down below for that. We've got a can of green beans that I seasoned with some chicken bouillon, a little bit of butter, and some Body Complete. And then we have mac and cheese, and you can easily do like boxed mac and cheese. But because I had the stuff for this one, it's the Instant Pot mac and cheese that we love a lot. I made that one. And the Instant Pot, or Eli Combs pressure cooker. It did well for this. I think the problem is the saute function, and that's when I end up with burned stuff, even though I didn't have problems doing the recipes the exact same way before. So I feel like the saute setting on my pressure cooker is messed up, but I will have an actual Instant Pot soon. But this is 4 cups of chicken broth with some garlic powder and salt and pepper, and I did like a dash of hot sauce and some paprika, and then a whole box of elbow noodles. Cook that, add in a little bit of milk, and lots and lots and lots of cheese. I will have the recipe for that linked below as well. It is super delicious and super cheesy. But that is our quick and easy dinner for Sunday. This is Andy's and mine and each of the kids. It is Monday, and tonight for dinner we're going to be doing burgers and fries. So I'm going to be attempting to make some more French fries. I'm going to do them in the air fryer again. But from what I've read online and from some suggestions from you guys, I'm going to soak them in some water. It's about 3 o'clock now, so I'm going to soak them for at least an hour in just some cold water, stick it in the fridge, and then I will pull them out and completely dry them before we get them seasoned up and in the air fryer. So hopefully we turn out with a little bit like crispier of fries versus the floppy fries that we had last time. I mean, they were still really delicious. As I said, they were better than like frozen French fries, but trying to get them just a little bit crispier. Okay, I have the I have the air dryer preheating right now to 360 degrees. I believe that's what I did them on last time, so I'm gonna go with that. If I need to, I'll turn them up to 400 at some point. These are pretty much dry. They've been sitting here for like 15 minutes. I just gave the kids a bath. They were outside playing and then they were gross. So they've been sitting here on this paper towel. I wiped them down one more time with another paper towel, and they seem to be pretty dry. So I'm gonna throw them back in this bowl that I dried out with some olive oil and some Cajun seasoning and a little bit of salt, and then we're going to get them in the air fryer. I believe last time they took 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, here are me and the kids' plates. We've got the fries. They don't really seem like crispier than the last time I made them. So I don't know if like soaking them is entirely worth it if you're doing it in the air fryer. Maybe they crisp up better when they're like spread out on a sheet pan in the oven. So we'll probably try that at some point. But this is my burger. Got a brioche bun, the burger, cheddar cheese, tomato, lettuce, mayonnaise on the top, and then mustard and ketchup on the bottom. Some Clausen pickles. We'll get some ketchup on there for the fries.
Not me.
This one is Elijah's with the pickles. This one is Lily's with the tomato. And they are splitting a burger this time because we have these like fancy brioche buns. So I just made a bigger patty, split the burger in half. Sometimes I do this. Sometimes I cut it with that little egg mold and make them like a little slider bun. Just depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling like being extra and cutting their bun, or like these are nicer buns, so I don't want to feed the scraps to the dog. But yeah, that's our plates. And then the stuff is over here for Andy to make his burger. Put his fries on there. Got his Mount Olive kosher dill spears out for him. All the stuff to make his burger. And then he'll have the big one, and then there's 2 smaller ones left. But that is going to be dinner for Monday. Okay, it is Tuesday, and tonight for dinner we're going to be having fried rice and teriyaki chicken. Or chicken fried rice. I haven't decided yet, but I am going to season this chicken breast up or marinate it in this teriyaki sauce. This is from Walmart, and I have 2 breasts in here. I have an extremely large one and a pretty small one. So I'm just going to put some of this marinade on here and then stick this in the fridge for a couple of hours till I'm ready to cook dinner. It's been a couple hours. I've got my chicken that I marinated earlier. I'm going to throw it in this little pan. I've got my oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to cook this for probably about 30 minutes, I'm going to guess, because one of these chicken breasts is really thick. So just until the chicken is done, and then I'm going to make a separate teriyaki sauce. It's like thicker, like a glaze kind of, to go on top of the chicken and the rice once I make it. So I've got this stuff out for that. We got some soy sauce and some brown sugar and some honey and some garlic powder and ground ginger. And then we'll use some cornstarch to kind of thicken it up. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this in here, and then we'll make the sauce on the stovetop. I have my pan over medium heat, and to that I'm going to add a cup of water, 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm going to do 5 teaspoons of brown sugar, a tablespoon of honey, and then 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm just gonna whisk this together, get it heated through for about a minute, and then I will add in some cornstarch and water. I'm gonna mix together 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1/4 cup of water in this measuring cup. And then once this is heated, I will add that to thicken the sauce. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I put together my fried rice. So in here I have a little bit of oil and a little bit of butter, probably about a tablespoon of each. I've got it over medium-high heat. It's gotten hot. And I'm going to add in my cold cooked rice. I cooked this earlier in the day in the Instant Pot. If you want me to, I will show you how I get perfect white rice every time. I season this or cook it with chicken broth, or I do water and chicken bouillon just to give it a little extra flavor. So I'm going to add this to my pan and get it heated through thoroughly. Okay, now that my rice is heated through, I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper and garlic powder, and then I will add on some soy sauce. Now I've pushed my rice over to one side, and in here I have 3 eggs that I've scrambled together, and I'm going to pour them onto this side and let them cook. Okay, now that the egg is cooked and mixed in, I've got some frozen mixed vegetables, but I picked out the green beans because usually I just do peas and carrots, but yeah, I bought the wrong thing, and the carrots are, the green beans are disgusting, so I picked them out. I steamed these in the microwave for a little bit with some salt and pepper. And finally, I'm going to add a drizzle of sesame seed oil. Chicken is out of the oven. It took 35 minutes because this one breast is so freaking big. I'm going to take it out, put it on this plate, cut it up, and then pour over some of this sauce. I'm reheating it up just so that it can be warm, and then we'll be ready to eat. And here are our plates. These are the kids. I cut up their chicken for them into little bite-sized pieces, and then here is mine, and here is Andy's, and that is going to be dinner for Tuesday. It is Wednesday, and tonight for dinner I am making tilapia, and I'm gonna do like my cheddar crusted chicken recipe. So in this bowl I'm going to mix together some panko and some cheddar cheese and some salt and pepper, and I think I'm gonna do some body complete this time. I've never done this before, but I'm gonna add that in. So I mix all that together in here, get my pieces of tilapia laid out on my sheet pan, and I have parchment paper down so it doesn't stick. And then on top of the tilapia, I will spread a little bit of sour cream, and then we will put that mixture, the like breadcrumb and cheese mixture, on top of the sour cream, press it in, and then bake it on 425 for 15 to 20 minutes until the tilapia is done. To go with our tilapia, I'm going to be making some garlic butter noodles. In here I have 1 box of penne noodles. I'm going to add in 4 cups of water. I have never done this before. I'm just kind of modifying the recipe that I used for mac and cheese. So I've got 4 cups of water, the 1 box, 16 ounces of penne. I'm going to add in half of a stick of butter, and then I'm going to do some garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, a little bit of salt, and then also some chicken bouillon. And then this is going to pressure cook on high for 5 minutes. I'm gonna make some zucchini. I had this one that I used, just some raw zucchini to put in a salad. So this one has already been washed, and I just washed these. I'm gonna cut this up. We're gonna have zucchini with dinner, and if you've been here a while, you can probably guess what I'm gonna season it with. Of course, body complete, and some Tony's Creole seasoning. I got some olive oil and about a tablespoon of butter heating up in this pan over here on the stove, and we're just gonna fry these up after I get them cut up. cooked for 5 minutes, and then I just released all the pressure, and this is what it looks like. I'm about to stir everything up. It smells delicious, garlicky and buttery, and I think this is going to be perfect. I'm probably going to add a little bit of parsley and then serve this with our fish and zucchini. Here are our finished plates. So this one is Andy's. It's got the fish and the zucchini and the noodles, and mine. And Elijah's is the only one that's different because he has salad since he doesn't like zucchini. I did give him one piece to try. And this one is Lily's, and that is going to be dinner for Wednesday. What are you cooking?
Sausage.
For
Dinner.
what are we making?
Sausage and
What's the sausage going to be for?
then
What is this?
tomato sauce.
For
Tomato.
what's Daddy's favorite dinner?
Spaghetti.
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 And it's Daddy's birthday, right?
And this is for the meatballs.
Not meatballs, just meat in the sauce.
Is it good?
You ready to put some seasoning in there?
Yeah.
So we are going to season up our sausage. This is just regular, like, breakfast sausage, like mild. And we're going to season it with some Italian seasoning, some red pepper flakes, garlic powder, onion powder, and then we'll add in this Walmart marinara sauce. Got some water boiling or coming to a boil for spaghetti noodles. And I think we're going to roast some broccoli in the oven. And that's going to be dinner. Okay, here is dinner. We've got our spaghetti, and then I roasted some broccoli. This is frozen broccoli, not our favorite, but we had it in the freezer, and I wanted to use it up. So that is our veggie. It's Andy's plate, my plate, Lily's and Elijah's plates.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna get in your house.
But that is going to be dinner for Thursday, which today is Andy's birthday, and this is his favorite dinner. And that is going to wrap up another week of What's for Dinner. If you're new here and you haven't already, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button down below so that you can come back for my future videos. If you like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!